Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today, we're playing Myst, and in today's episode, we are going to have to search Atrus's office for the secret to the crystals. Is it going to be here, or is it really somewhere in Sirrus's world? I don't know, but without further ado, let's hop into the game. Alright, so, in the when I was looking through the previous footage, I could not find a second journal. I even went to Sirrus's planet and looked all over. I could not find a second one. So whatever we need for this has got to be in here. I don't know how our little color thing that we found on Sirrus's planet is supposed to relate, or even if it is. I honestly have no idea. This one, I don't even know if it does relate. That could just be coincidence. But for now, whatever we need is going to be somewhere in here. So I guess let's just start looking. I mean, there's a lot of places to stash information here, so maybe we just have to look around and see if there's anything we've missed. We cannot interact with any of that, so... Can we open these? No. Can we open any of these? Doesn't look like it. Okay, can we open this? What's this? Book? Have we read this one before? Let's see. It's blank. Oh, here we go.
I'm always surprised by how good it feels to return home after one of my journeys. In the day, heat shimmers off the cliffs, bathing me in unexpected warmth. And at night, gentle breezes stir the lake. And I often hear Catherine singing to Yeesha. The sound of their voices fills me with such joy. I find myself wondering why I ever left.
Okay.
Perhaps I'm more aware of this tonight. Having spent so much time alone in Rime, the trip was unavoidable.
What is Rime?
Since I viewed Sirrus and Achenar's prison ages, and I needed to be assured of their safety. The crystal viewer did not show much, so I began considering how I might improve it. I'm now fairly certain I can achieve a tighter image if I redesign the mechanism itself. I have yet to tell Catherine of these plans.
Okay.
I do not wish to raise her hopes prematurely. After far too brief a visit with my family, I have returned to Rime to conduct preliminary tests. The frigid temperatures in this age are vital for the crystals to function, yet I find it increasingly difficult to work in the cold. Perhaps I can find a way to simulate extreme temperatures inside the viewer itself, so that I can install it in Tomana when ready.
Tomana is where we're at. A new episode of Adventures in Babysitting,
Tonight I
exactly.
set aside experimentation for a few hours to watch the lights illuminate Rime's sky. Their beauty is not dim since first I saw them. I could not fully enjoy the show, however, for it put me in mind of Sirrus and Achenar and the months we spent here constructing the towers. Soon, what had been a happy memory for me was mired in regrets.
Okay.
I doubt I will ever know what caused
What
my
regrets?
sons to become so greedy. I only know that when they looked at the ages described in my library, fantastic worlds that one could travel to easily simply by touching a book's linking panel, they saw only dreams of wealth and power.
Mm-hmm.
They devised a plan, an evil plan. When my back was turned, they linked to my ages, plundered and destroyed them.
Right.
I know Sirrus and Achenar must pay a price for these crimes, yet it brings me no joy to picture them stranded on the two uninhabited ages I wrote to protect my library from thieves.
Yeah, okay.
I only hope that my sons will someday reject their wicked yearnings and find it in their heart to reform.
Hopefully. I mean, it seems like
Experimenting with several liquid gases,
Achenar may have.
I found a pressure variable that should allow the crystal viewer to function in Tomana. Tomorrow I link to Yeesha to enlist help from the Guild of Machinists. Catherine was unusually subdued when I showed her the new blueprints. She trusts that the viewer will work, but wishes we could visit our sons in person. I would like that as well, but until I'm convinced of remorse, I cannot risk their escaping.
That's true.
I was fairly certain the evaporator coils would work, and indeed, I was able to achieve a blurry image of Spire within the new viewer's
Spire,
book.
that's Sirrus's world.
Unfortunately, a more powerful suppressor is needed to stabilize the image. Guildmaster Atrus suggested that I install several geodes inside the roof of the observatory, and then use an antenna to focus them. This should amplify the clean frequency enough so that the crystal viewer can work.
I think that was the button we pushed on the telescope, right?
Success.
Oh, look!
Not only was I able to view both Spire and Haven, but I also saw my laboratory on Rime quite clearly. The crystal code for Rime was difficult to remember, having not had much reason to use it previously. I must make a full list of codes soon, but for now I will keep Rimes close at hand.
Is that this one?
I always knew my son.
Alright, is he on Rime?
Today I saw something that truly amazed me. Sirrus is harnessing electricity. At least that is what I assume, for the viewer caught a brief glimpse of something I had never before seen in this age. It had to be man-made construction.
Let's take a picture of this, because that might be the answer to our crystal puzzle. Let's keep going, though, in case there's other stuff we need.
A burst of interference destabilized the image before I could study the device properly, but its existence offers proof that at least one of my sons is making the most of his confinement, rather than wallowing in despair.
I'm sorry, I have to disagree. I would say Achenar did better.
It's disrupted my viewing of ages on more than one occasion. Although I first assumed it to be a problem with the geodes, I now believe it to be subsonic in origin. I think the roof antenna is picking up wave fluctuations emitted by one or more ages. If this is true, I might be able to use the fluctuations to hear what is occurring in an age.
Okay.
I shall have to think on this carefully. It has been an exciting 2 weeks. Catherine, Yeesha, and I have just returned from Rime, where I spent most of my time in
Rime was what we
conversations with various
fixed
guild
at the
masters.
end of Myst 3.
I am now convinced the shape and color of the crystals gives them individual resonance signatures. By combining the resonance of 5 crystals together, I can discover a global pattern of emissions, a sound signature, as it were, that is unique to the age being viewed.
Okay.
Guildmaster Atrus assisted me in drawing up plans for a filtration panel that will enable the antenna to hone in on whatever wave fluctuation I want. I truly will be able to listen in on an age. Tomorrow I begin building the panel. I have decided to use Rime as its preset configuration, since that is the age which first enabled me to construct a crystal viewer.
Okay.
The panel is finished. I'm too tired to test it tonight. Catherine tried to hide it, but the sounds we heard coming from Achenar's prison age nearly brought her to tears. Once again, I had to reassure her of his safety. My words eventually convinced her, but I know she longs for more substantive proof.
I'll give you the proof. I
fear
believe
she may take
Achenar may have
matters into
had
her
some
own hands soon.
change of heart.
I must confess,
Okay.
I too long for more information than the viewer is currently providing. Tomorrow I shall link to Rime. I have an idea for an attachment, something akin to a moving eye, that will allow me to change points of view while using the crystal viewer.
Okay.
If it works, I may finally be able to see if my sons have reformed.
All right. Interesting. Had you not found this journal, I think the designers wanted you to read this as one of the first game activities. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing that. Is there anything else in any of these other drawers, I wonder? I don't know. Hey, Akania, welcome in. Let's just check. I mean, I think we can at least try one of the crystal codes, but let's see. Okay, so I did see this. I don't think I can do anything with them. This is just, I think this is just showing us there are crystals. Can I open any of these? It looks like maybe it changed for one of them. Oh. I don't think I saw this either, but again, I think this might just be things you look at. Okay. What about that one? Okay, and then let's check over here. I think these are... Oop, open this one. Okay, I did open this drawer. For whatever reason, I just never opened the other drawer. I think I got distracted by everything else around here. Because there was just so much to look at. And then I saw that panel, of course, right next to it. All right, so let's go see if this combination gives us anything. I mean, it's the biggest lead I've gotten so far, so... Okay. So the first one we have is... It's like 4 points in red. Okay, and then like 3 points in light blue. Like, let's see. So what do we have? I think that's the first one. And that one's here. Okay. Then we have our blue one. Which one for blue? None of these really fit. Let me see. Maybe that one? Let me look. It doesn't really seem like it would fit. Well, no, I guess it's more split apart. There was a split apart one. I feel like the yellow and green one are going to be really hard to tell. Okay, so there was one that was more split apart than that. That one? So maybe... this color? Maybe? I'm not sure. That might not be right. Alright, so the yellow one. It looks like it's taller and still has some maybe indentions. We can go ahead and change it to yellow. Okay. Now let's look at the crystals. I don't think it's that one. That blue one might be that one. Maybe. Can you test it? I don't know. I think maybe I have to do all of them. Maybe. Is it like that one? I don't know. It's a little odd. Maybe. I'm gonna try that one. I don't know if that's right, but we'll try it. I'm feeling very unconfident on all of these. All right. So let's see. Now we have the green one. I mean, it kind of looks similar. I see differences in the drawing. The dark blue one at the end definitely looks like this one. I think that one is this one. And then we have green. Which one would it be? Maybe that one? I feel like... I'm not sure if these are correct. Let's see what we got. Maybe for yellow, it's the same one. Perhaps. Or actually, that looks more like the last one, right? That one looks more like the last image. Okay, so maybe that one is the dark blue. Let's try that. And then maybe these are the other two. Perhaps. that looks more correct. I think the reason it looks different is because we're seeing them from slightly different angles. And I still feel like the blue, light blue one is not right. It is separated, but not that far. I don't know. Okay, so that's not right. Is it that one? Maybe? We can try. Perhaps? Okay. Is there another one it would fit better as? Maybe this one? Actually, that one might fit better. There we go.
My friend, are you there? Hope you're getting this. Barely receiving you. Listen, there's a terrible electromagnetic storm here. I can't leave Rime until it's over. But I know what you can do. Go to the desk in my bedroom. Below the top drawer, you'll see a symbol. Press on it to open 2 compartments. The commentaries I wrote on Haven and Spire are inside. Oh, and tell Yeesha not to forget her homework.
Okay. Expanded content of Myst came out in the last couple of months that retcons how this machine operates. Myst 4 is based this part on real Myst. I gotcha. That's yeah. I don't know what it is. The chat is really lagged right today for some reason. So apparently, I need to go to his bedroom and push on some kind of symbol to open some panels on his dresser. And then tell Yeesha to do her homework. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Because I feel like I kind of lost her. Alright. Let's see. I don't think yeah, I can't really go out that way. We gotta go out the other way. It's through this, hole down here. Or this, door down here. Open the door. Pull it down. Thank you. Alright, now we go in instead of through the door. Okay, let's see. I think we just want to go all the way down, right? I think. We'll see. Because I think this will take us along the passageway back to his room. It's just either top or bottom. Okay. Alright, now let's get out of here. Alright, so some kind of symbol on his dresser. Well, one good news about the chat being lagged, if I'm still working on it by the time you guys see it, then I can use the hints that you give me. Alright, this is this his bedroom? If it is, it was some kind of symbol on a dresser drawer? And that was the letter. Let's see. Can we open a drawer? I don't know. Maybe it's the other side? Unless it's something on this table. We can check these drawers. We can open this. Okay. What's in here? Laser lamp. What? Fireplace. Oh. Oh. It's how you do the puzzle that I figured out, you know, just on my own. Okay, that's cool. Let's check the other one. The light is on, so it would kind of make sense that maybe it's this one. I guess we need the light on. Oh, that's because of the fireplace. Did I hear him wrong? New list of babysitting chores, right? Is there anything, like, can I move this paper and see what's written under here? He said something about, I swear he said his bedside table. But, wait, maybe it's this. There's something I can click around here. Where is it? Oh, was it just that? That was really far away, though. Is it the bed itself? No. Or is it maybe these? It's not the dresser, is it? Because there's signals here. I'm not sure. Because there's nothing I can do with these, right? That was what I needed to translate translate the symbols from. Yeah, that's all just going back to the letter. I might have to go listen to his message again. I'm not sure. Is there something down here I'm missing? Alright. Let me make sure he didn't say desk and that there's not... Because there are symbols here. But I don't know that that's what he said. There's nothing distinctive like above it. There is that little button there, but that's not something I can click on. I can... Oh yeah, I saw that. That was... There's nothing else in there, right? I'm wondering if this isn't the right room. Like, I'm pretty sure this is their room, but... Is there something here I need to do? Was there something on the painting? I mean, we've seen this, right?
That was such a good day. I wish so many things, Atrus. Tell me again we did the right thing.
Okay, but there's no symbols to click on there, so I'm not sure. Is there any kind of symbols you're showing initiative? Just ignore the clues and figure things out from scratch. I mean, you know, hey, that's what I do. Although I'm starting to think I might need to go back and listen to what he said. I don't know if I can, but maybe I can. He said, like, under the table. I don't know how I can click under the table. Maybe it's like... I thought I heard him say under the table. Can I, like... reach underneath? Maybe I just misunderstood. Because you can't get under this table, right? I'm not seeing anything. Okay, is there something I can do with this? Like, can I... Is this a handle or something? Doesn't seem like it. I think... I don't see anything I could click, so I'm not sure if this is the right room. We could look in the fireplace, I suppose, and see, but I swear I thought he said under the table, but just in case it was like under the fireplace. Yeah, I don't see anything here. All right, let me go see if I can listen to him again. Because I'm not sure.
Ah, my friend, are you there? You're
Yes.
getting this. Barely receiving you. Listen, there's a terrible electromagnetic storm here. I can't leave Rime until it's over. And I know what you can do. Go to the desk in my bedroom. Below the top drawer, you'll see a symbol.
Desk.
Press on it to open 2 compartments. The commentaries I wrote on Haven and Spire are inside. Oh, and tell
Okay.
Yeesha not to forget her homework.
Okay, so it's desk. Under the... I swear that was the little sun symbol I was looking at. Maybe that it was a classic Myst and I didn't click it exactly to what I... It's funny. Yes, by the time I got that message, Akonia, I literally was just listening to it. So, yes. Which you'll find out in a few minutes. We're time traveling. But yes, so definitely some symbol on the desk. So I was mistaken about it being the nightstand, but I was almost right. And I swear the only symbol I saw was that sun symbol, but maybe there's some other symbol. At least now we know it's the desk for sure. And we just gotta figure out what particular symbol. It said under the shelf, which I think is the sun symbol, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so we have re-listened to the message twice now. It is definitely in his bedroom, but it's on the desk. So let's see if there's a symbol under the shelf on the desk. Is it not this? I mean, that's a symbol under... Oh, wait, maybe it's this. Maybe? I feel like that opens these two. Let me look at this again. Turn lamps off to reset the code readout after having achieved correct code combination. Okay. I don't want to do that because that means I would have to redo that whole puzzle, I think. This is the only How many times did I press that button? At least 5 or 6 times. Dude, I was like 2 pixels off. Okay, well, you know. Well, let's check it out. Alright, here we go.
Spire, I've called it, for that's the image I kept in mind as I wrote the book that would link here. A soaring rock and crystal spire rising out of dense clouds like the watchtower of some gem-studded castle. Now that I'm here and am exploring the age in person, I find it to be exactly as I'd envisioned. Beautiful, yet so very deceptive.
Okay.
From the tower formation upon which I sit, an ocean of clouds spreads out below me. Rough stone steps descend toward them, ending at an empty terrace area. Created over centuries by the erosive power of wind, these steps are so evenly matched that I almost believe they were man-made. Yet, how could they be? For Spire has never had any inhabitants. Steps are not the only example of how the illusion I sought to create in this age holds true. Shortly after linking here, I walked through massive archways of stone, searching for a view beneath the clouds.
Okay.
As I walked, I felt as if the ghosts of a past civilization walked with me. This feeling was only enhanced by the beautiful harmonic sounds heard everywhere I went.
I mean, Spire was pretty.
The source of these sounds, simply for my own edification.
Simply for the gemstones.
But other concerns must take precedence.
Spire, okay.
Having found the flora caverns and assured myself of Spire's ability to support human life, I'm at last ready to leave. I even feel more comfortable with my decision to use this age as a prison world if I must. Yet I am sad to leave it too. There is still so much I could learn about the art simply by spending more time here, comparing the age with my original intentions for it. Unfortunately, once I link away, dropping my Myst book into the clouds as I leave, I know I will never be back. And I truly must go, for I still have another prison age to investigate.
Alright, so this must be the gym pattern for Spire, so let's take that picture. And yeah, the game lets you contact him again so that he repeats himself instead of having the necklace flash back to his original statement. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even try the necklace. I didn't even think about that. I should have tried that. That might have been faster than entering it in. All right, let's check out the book for Haven now. And let's see.
Never be discouraged by a mistake, Atrus. My grandmother, Anna, always used to say. Strive to learn from it instead, and you will achieve great things. Today on Haven, I saw my grandmother's words become truth. The broken ship merged into the causeway near Haven's coastline is exactly what I'd hoped it would be. A promise of intrigue and adventure, so palatable it made my own heart race with excitement to see it. I thought of how much fun the boys I'd met in Stoneship Age, Emmett, Branch, and Will.
Wow, a throwback to
playing
the
in it.
first
I almost wish I
game,
could bring
man.
their children here to do so. But Haven must remain off limits to all if it's to become the prison world I wrote it to be. My sole foray into the age has proved it to be capable of supporting human life, though of course none exists there at this time. Much of Haven's interior is comprised of a dense tropical rainforest, which is obviously teeming with beasts. I saw several as I explored, though they usually kept their distance. A few of the fruit eaters did stare at me curiously as I made my way under their nests. No doubt, having never encountered a human being before, they did not think to fear me. They might even have summoned the courage to become friends, had I stayed there any longer. Alas, I could not, for the weight of urgency was upon me. Having convinced myself of the need to protect my Myst library should some overly greedy explorer stumble onto it, I felt it necessary to link home very quickly. Taking only a few brief minutes to watch the sun set over Haven's freshwater lake, I swam out to the middle and linked away. By now, the linking book I used will have sunk underwater and have been destroyed. Consequently, there remains but one task to finish before I can sleep. I must write 2 additional linking books tonight, one for Haven and one for Spire, my other prison age, then place them on display in the library. I shall also have to warn Sirrus and Achenar to stay away from them, and tell Catherine, of course, when all is finished.
Alright, so let's take the picture for this one. That's got to be the crystal pattern for Spire. So, yes, I found it indeed. It introduces the heretofore unknown idea that bad weather prevents linking. Yeah, I think, haven't we seen that before? And yeah, that button was a big pain in the butt. So I wonder now, if I have to make a choice, like, is it going to be like in the first game where you have to pick either one of the brothers or, you know, or Atrus? I don't know. Makes me wonder. I mean, if I had to pick a brother, I would pick Achenar at this point based on what I've observed. Which was funny because I thought he was absolutely insane at first. I mean, because he was at the end of the first game. He just completely lost his marbles. But I almost wonder if he's had like a bit of a redemption arc. At least that's what we've observed. Maybe being on his own and having to survive like that kind of fixed whatever was broken in him. Potentially. Of course, it could be that we have to view both of the prison worlds through the viewer and get whatever message there is. I still want to know what it was that we saw when we came back from Spire, and it looked like we saw Sirrus throwing books off the balcony. So, I don't know. We're going to have to see. Oh boy. So, just because if it is a bad ending, I don't know, maybe it's not an ending at all, but just in case, we're gonna do Spire first. Okay, this should be right. There we go. Okay, so this is Spire. Can we like rotate it? There's absolutely nothing here. He left it on that picture? I wonder if we have to go... I wonder if we have to go to Spire and look at that while this is active? No, because it deactivates when you do it. So, I don't know. Is there something to change the view? He said something about changing the view, right? But he may not have added that yet. Because I can't seem to drag it anywhere. No adjustment handles, it doesn't seem. I mean, it sort of looks like I can grab this, but I can't. Okay. Is there another picture? Okay. Well, let's try the Haven one then and see what we have on Haven. And if that one just shows an image too, I'm going to be very confused. So then it's just on the ship. Okay. What do we do with this information? I'm unsure. Well... Huh. I feel like I learned information, but did I? I'm so confused. The only other thing he said was make sure Yeesha does her homework, so maybe we have to find Yeesha now. I don't know. The last vision we saw, she was going in the fireplace, though. So, I don't know. But if she went in the fireplace and Sirrus busted out of prison, maybe we need to look at some of these other levels and see if she's around somewhere, possibly? Because I'm really... It's like, we got the visions, but... Now what? What does that do for us exactly? Like, does that give us any information that we didn't have? I'm not sure. I wonder if she may have gone to her room or something. But there's other areas too. He was in the kitchen. Maybe we need to go to the kitchen area. Have we been back here since we saw him throwing stuff? Was that always there? I don't know. I know this one was always here. There's a new memory. Oh, no, wait.
A bit more of a
No, this was the old memory.
No, I'm only 10, Daddy. I don't think I can make a whole world.
You're not making a world, my desert bird. You're making a link to a world. Come on, I'll show you an easier one.
Okay, so I think we must have already seen that or something. Yeah, I don't know if that book has been there. Was it here or was it over at Yeesha's room? Either way, we need to check Yeesha's room because if she has to do her homework, we should probably go see her. All right, but let's just make sure there's nothing out of place here. Just in case, because was that always messed up? I don't remember. Let's listen again.
If he's thinking ahead, he'll see the trap I've set and leave my queen alone. But if he's not, I may just win this game in 2 moves.
The elevator looked like a screaming face. Okay. Well, I don't see Sirrus here. So maybe what we saw was Yeesha's bedroom. Was he throwing stuff from her bedroom into the water? I don't know. Either way, we should go check out her bedroom because maybe she tried to... I keep seeing movement and I'm like, oh, is it Sirrus? Let's see what we have over there. Oops. This way. Alright. So, let's see what we got down here. It was messy, but I don't think it was this bad, was it? I feel like stuff's been thrown around. Or, like, I don't think the lampshade was on the ground. I wonder if he was in here. Okay. Is there anything? Was he... Before I do that, I'm just gonna flip through it and see if there was anything new. Because we read almost all of this, right? Yeah, I don't think there was anything new in her diary. Was that always there? I don't remember.
Please, can I wear it today, Mommy?
No. Don't you want to keep it nice for the ceremony on Serenia next week?
Serenia.
Anya told me you're getting a special necklace to go with it.
We happen to have that necklace. Okay. Is that a porthole? Can we, like, look through it? Wait. Wait. Oh. Was this... Wait, what? I am a child of water, head, heart, fate, health, offspring. What? I don't know what this is, but we'll take a picture of it. Somebody's reading palms. What's over here? Like, I think these are broken.
I knew you'd have one.
That's not Sirrus. That's Achenar. What was here before? Was it a gym? Is there anything else here? So, first is Atrus. Then we have Catherine. So, I think that's Catherine because I recognized that letter before. Of course, we know Achenar is the oldest child. So, he is... this one? And then Sirrus. This one. And then Yeesha was... I think this one? I think? Okay. Yeah. Because we've already seen this, and we came here and had no idea what to do. But maybe now we'll know what to do? Let's see. Maybe now there'll be something. Yeesha doesn't seem to be hiding here. Wait, was that always here? No, I don't think this was here before. Okay. Looks like mushroom rocks. We're going to a fungal world. Why do I still hear like geese honking? That's what it sounds like. Is this... what world is this going to be? Like, what did they mention? They mentioned a place called Rime, and they mentioned a place called Serennia. And then we already heard about Haven and Spire, and of course Tamana. So, what place is this going to be? Okay. What's this? She's been kidnapped. Okay, we gotta save Yeesha. Alright, Achenar, really, after I, like, gave you the benefit of the doubt, this is how you pay me back? I have bubbles. I have a bubble. Can I catch other bubbles with my bubble? Hello? What can I do with my bubble? Am I just holding a bubble? I have a bubble. Oh, I can pick up another bubble. I don't know what you can do with the bubbles. You can just hold your hand here. Catch your bubble. I don't know what this is. Huh. Do I need to blow it into the wind? That's kind of cool, though. Focus, Yeesha. We gotta stay focused. Okay. Why does it sound like they're swimming underwater? Oh. Okay, that makes more sense, actually. There's a water wheel. Let me go check it out. And of course, as always, we must randomly move dials and for no reason at all. So we can move them both, or we can move one or the other. Okay. I assume if you move one or the other, something gets powered, or maybe the water clears up from an area. Alright, so let's do this side first. Oh. Let's do this side first. Because it looks like maybe we can find stuff over here. Perhaps. Do we want to follow along like this way, maybe? It is Achenar! My guy. You should not have escaped. I am angry at you. Okay. So let's go over here. Can we catch these? Why do we keep doing this? Like we want to catch something. Is there more? Oh, wait. Oh, oh. Okay. Huh. Okay. What are we supposed to do with liquid fire? Serennia is also the country in King's Quest V. Presumably Cedric is around here somewhere. Hey! Stop. Stop spitting out the liquid fire when I'm holding my hand out. I was not looking to see where it pours. Oh, they're like tilting over because of the heat, I assume? I assume this one will pour out next. I have no idea if this does anything. It just goes through my hand. Okay, that's cool. I don't know. Bubble carryings. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, alright. Where's Yeesha? I wonder if... So far, there seems to be like 2 elements represented. Ooh, that's a pretty tree. We have more stuff we can grab. Okay. Interesting. And more bubbles. I think this might be the bubbles we started with. I think. Okay. So, where do we go? There's weird symbols on the rock. Let's go around here. Catherine? Or someone? No, that's someone else, right? Who are you?
I was starting to worry about you. In the dream, you always arrived before third bell had rung.
Okay.
Welcome to Serenia. I am
Okay.
Anya, one of 6 now serving as protector here. You may find this hard to believe, but my sisters and I dreamed you would be coming. You're searching for Yeesha.
Yes. Yes, in fact, I am.
I fear she may be in trouble.
I
We
agree.
have not seen her since we gave her the necklace 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I bet that was in her diary.
I will gather my sisters to help find her. In the meantime, you should consult the memory chamber. She always knows more about what's going on in this land than we do.
Okay.
Follow the ceremonial alley to her doors and see what insight she has to provide.
Okay. So we'll go to the memory chamber then. And she's gonna like vanish. We're gonna turn and it's gonna be like, oh. Okay, well that works. I thought she was gonna have just like disappeared. I'm guessing in here. Although she said follow the path, but maybe I'm not knowing what a path is and I'm just turning aside. But this does seem more like a chamber. Can I sit down? There's a face there. Do I go over here? Is that a drawing? Interesting. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the memory chamber, but I can't seem to do anything here. Can't go up. Am I missing something on one of these areas that I need to look at? It may be I need to do something before we come here, possibly. Maybe. First thing you gotta do when you find her is remind her to do her homework. I know you've just been kidnapped and all. And, you know, I'm sure you're traumatized from that, but don't forget, you need to do your homework. Your dad says so. We gotta have our priorities straight. What's over here? There's, oh. Okay.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
A mosaic?
Hey, is that supposed to be the little boy who died?
He's a lot more than that. He represents this whole area and how everything is interconnected.
By water?
It is the source of all life.
Okay. Is there anything we can do out here? I don't think so. Alright, so there should be one more pathway that we didn't take down here. Although I still feel like that is a chamber. But this is the straight path, so maybe this is where I'm actually supposed to go. Although I keep turning off to the side. That looks like Sirrus. That is Sirrus. Are they working together? My guy, seriously, what is your problem? Like, dude. You have some serious anger issues. Okay, so I think the moral of the story is neither brother is redeemed, and they're both still pieces of crap. And they conspired together. They found a common cause to work together, and that was to destroy Yeesha because they're jealous of her.
funeral I've ever attended.
This is important. I want to see if the ceremony is somehow influencing the transfer.
The transfer? The transfer. Huh? What even are we talking about here? Alright, let's go in. Okay, so we could go to the water wheel. This could be a chamber. Maybe this is the memory chamber. Maybe? What's over here? Let's just keep going. Okay. We have a flower here. Or are we supposed to grab the flower? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. Maybe there'll be other things that we can do later. I don't know. Why does this feel like a giant brain? I don't know. It's so weird. Can we go behind it? What's behind it? Oh, wait, this is... Okay, this was on the piece of paper, right? Okay. Huh. So we're gonna have to figure it out from little snippets. Although, I don't know. I am being a little judgmental. I don't know the full story. Was it Sirrus who took the gem then? I thought that was Achenar's voice. We can go up. I'm confused. I thought it was Achenar's voice, but maybe it's not. Or maybe it was, but that was for something else? What is this? Is this for memories? Maybe? Oh, there's stuff over here. Is that the only thing? I think that might be the only thing. Okay. Oh. Okay, that was to get off. What is this for? Was there something else we could do while on here? Or like laying back? I feel like there's gonna be something. Why would you have this mechanic otherwise? Can I grab these hooks? Or the rope? Or turn this? Maybe I have to separate that one of these cords so I can grab it while I'm laying down. I can't click on like the gem. Okay, so there's something here. And this is just to get up. I understand now. So what is it about this? Is there something here that I need to examine before I lay down? Maybe there's some kind of something I have to do to activate things. Obviously, that's going to be true, right? That's that. Okay, so not sure what to do there. Something... Sirrus is 100% evil. I feel like there's no doubt in my mind about that. I'm confused. Maybe I was hearing Sirrus's voice, not Achenar's. I mean, it was definitely Sirrus we saw throwing the stuff out of her room. Okay. Maybe that's the only memories for right now. And Sirrus just now, when he saw us... Now, Achenar is also here. So I guess the question is, are they working together? Or was Achenar actually... helped? Let's look at the memory.
Use their harvester? Are you crazy? What if somebody notices?
You think you can hold your breath long enough? Go right ahead.
I think they're
But we
working
can't begin
together.
tests without at least a few empty memory globes, which only grow down there.
Fine. But you're stealing the filled ones if we need them.
Yeah, I think they're working together. I mean, it's crazy. They go about talking about how much they hate this, you know, how much they hate each other, and then of course they have to immediately work together to conduct this evil upon Yeesha. What is this? There's like some signs over here. Okay. What if... I wonder if we need to... Oh, there's a lever here. Oh, that's just the same thing. Can I lift this lever, though? No. Can I pull this bar? Alright, I'm not sure. Like, these are clearly functioning. I wonder if we have to make them not... by changing the bridge. Maybe. Maybe we need to change it to the other side. Potentially. Okay, so...
What happened? This is terrible.
Hello?
How are we supposed to maintain contact with the ancestors if we can't harvest any globes? Forgive me. I've seen your face so often in Dream, I forget you're still a stranger here. You've been inside the memory chamber. You've seen the colorful
Okay,
lights
that
shining
we
from
were
walls.
there.
These are the memories of my people, taken from their bodies after their spirits moved on. In Serenia, the memory chamber stores our memories, so that future generations can still visit us in Dream.
Okay.
Empty globes for storing our memories are formed underwater, and we gather them using the harvester. So if I'm unable to fix it, I must see how bad the damage is.
Well, it was definitely Sirrus who broke it, so...
I was supposed to tell you. A few of my sisters have gathered in the Hall of Spirits to dream. If you go there after they've awakened,
Okay.
you might be able to learn more about what happened to Yeesha.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. I wonder if that was the first room we were in. Okay. That's just gonna show Sirrus breaking it, I assume. Alright, what's down this way? I think we saw it, right? Or did we? I think... Didn't we see this? Maybe? Maybe not? What's over here? Okay, this one's new. New memory.
You mean you have to signal somebody every time you want to go home? Why don't you just sleep here?
Because we have families too, you know.
Yeah.
And the ones who are still alive sleep in the village.
Alright. Well. I mean, this is definitely a peaceful place. So, of course, Sirrus and Achenar have to, like, completely destroy it. Because I'm starting to be convinced that they can't touch any age without absolutely destroying it. Hello?
Wait, please. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Okay. It doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
That's not what you think. I'm
Then
just
what is it?
for a little while, borrowing it, so to speak. It's the plan. Sirrus's plan. He's got Yeesha. I just want to stop him. He's a nutcase. He's here. And don't let Father come here, or you'll screw up everything. Find my journal. The one from 20 years ago. Sirrus doesn't even know that I kept one. I hid it in a stone pillar in the forest near where two rivers are crossing. It'll explain everything.
Huh.
Sirrus is mad. He's gonna kill Father.
Yeah, I could see that.
Stop him.
Huh. What do I make of that? Wow. Just wow. That's all I can say about this. Who's telling the truth? Is Sirrus really in this by himself? Or are Achenar and Sirrus working together? I don't know. I really thought Achenar had a redemption arc, but maybe he didn't, or maybe he's telling the truth. We're gonna have to find that journal in the next episode and find out once and for all. And we have to save Yeesha. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube, and the links are in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Lear27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.